So as I completely said in the video I just posted a few minutes ago about the hell-related dream, I said somewhere in the video it's 28 minutes long. Heck if I know what minute in the video that I mentioned it, but I told you I'll make it in a video today, tomorrow, last night, which is today. So if you're rich, if you're famous, if you're a celebrity watching this, if you are a billionaire, if you have cars that you love, like really fancy, several $1,000,000 cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, whatever you love that is earthly is temporary. Once Jesus Christ comes back, he is going to destroy the world with the wicked on it and all the wicked works on it. The works we do for the world will be destroyed, but the works that we do for God, to glorify God, will be in heaven, and we shall be rewarded for them. So yeah, we will be Christians, saved Christians, will be judged according to their works on earth. Their good works, and they will be rewarded. They are saved. So it's the judgment seat of Christ, not the great white throne judgment seat of Christ. That's for hell. But for the believers, they will still be judged, but they won't be judged for the sins that they've committed in the world. They will be judged for all the good that they've done. Like me, I'm going to get rewarded severely for bringing people to Christ through my ministry channel. This right here. I can't wait to get the crown of life, you guys. Pure gold, solid gems, kneeling before Jesus Christ, God himself, as he puts it on my head. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be a king. We're going to be the kings of kings. I think it says somewhere in the Bible. I haven't studied the Bible in a long time, so I forget. But a king, the only person that's righteous enough to wear a crown is a king. So we're going to be wearing the crowns of lives, or the crown of life. So that's going to be awesome. So whatever you love in the world, if you love something earthly like money or fame or cars or I don't know what, it's all going to be destroyed. It's temporary. When Jesus Christ comes back for the second time, the rapture is not his second coming. The rapture is him that's coming. He will rapture us up in the air with him. The second coming is when Jesus Christ touches the earth with his feet. When he sets his feet on the earth. Then he is going to destroy the world. So after the tribulation, Jesus Christ will come back a second time, and those who are alive are going to be eliminated, are going to be killed by his judgment, and his wrath is going to destroy the world into like a bazillion pieces. So, and then he's going to create a new earth. God is going to create a new earth for us, and he's going to bring down the current heaven, the new Jerusalem, to the new earth. And the new earth is going to be paradise. It's going to be what it was originally designed to be before Satan tempted Adam and Eve to eat from the forbidden fruit. So, it's so delightful to know that God exists, that everything beyond this life is real, is true. This life is nothing. This life is nothing. This life is a vapor that evaporates into thin air compared to where we'll be after we die. Either heaven or hell, eternity. Time will be erased, and we will only be in eternity. God created time itself. Try to fathom that. You can't, right? It goes beyond your comprehension. So, you guys, don't focus don't focus on the things of the world. If you focus on the things of the world, it's all temporary. It's temporary stuff. If you focus on the things of God and heaven, if you store up good works after becoming a Christian, because it doesn't work if you're not saved. Only good works count after being saved. If you store up good works in your heart, that's what the Bible mentions, storing up treasure in you so that you can have it in heaven. So you're storing up treasure where the thief cannot break in and steal thy treasure. So don't focus on the earthly things of the world, like smoking, alcohol, money, anything. You can't take any of that to heaven with you. The only thing that you can take to heaven with you is your own soul and the other people's souls that you get the people to come to Christ to get saved through his sacrifice. That is this video. It's a powerful video. Nothing in this world will survive because it's going to be completely destroyed. And then God is going to create a whole new world. Not by the specks of the little debris of dust or whatever from the world that this world used to be. No, this world is going to be annihilated, completely non-existent, completely obliterated into nothing. There's not going to be any specks of it left. God himself is going to recreate the earth. So once the world that's dwelled with sin is destroyed completely, sin can't exist anymore. Because the very thing that sin exists on is gone. So sin is also eradicated. And if he builds a new earth, there is no sin. There is no sin anymore. Because we cannot sin in the presence of God. Sin is over. This life that we know it of cursed sin is over once we are in heaven, once we're in the presence of holy God. A lot of people ask, then how did Satan sin in heaven? Well, I have no idea, to be honest, because he was obviously in the presence of God, but I honestly don't know. But that heaven doesn't exist. What they call the New Jerusalem, they call it the New Jerusalem because God destroyed the old heaven that Satan sinned in God's presence. So he destroyed that heaven and he remade heaven. He obliterated that heaven and he remade heaven with no sin. So the current heaven right now that people are dwelling in has no sin. It's absolutely perfection. Absolutely perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, I don't know how Satan sinned in the glory of God, in the presence of God. The only way I can think of is completely absurd, so it doesn't make sense, and it's completely wrong, is that somebody who can do something that's not possible against someone who's extremely powerful, that person would have to be even more powerful than that person. And that person to go against that other person, the other person is God. And that's completely absurd because God is infinitely more infinitely powerful than Satan or the angels or anything in the history of mankind. He's so powerful that his power goes against infinity billions of times over and over again. On Earth, infinity is, there's no number in infinity. It's endless. It's infinite. Well, guess what? God is so powerful that the word infinity, his power goes way beyond infinity. There is still limitations of his power after infinity. But it goes on over and over in a cycle of infinity, that his power is limitless. He can do anything he wants that's holy, that's not sinful. anything he wants. He can create a chocolate bar for you just like that, out of thin air if he wanted to. But we know he works in mysterious ways, so... But in heaven, we will see how he works his power, and we will see how, in person, we already know how he works his power, because all the power, all this stuff he controls, too much stuff to go on of how he's in control and stuff. But I think I made a video a few weeks ago that, the power of God or something like that, so you can search my channel. But it's going to be awesome. It's really terrifying right now to actually think about, but I'm sure it's not going to be scary once we're in heaven. There's no fear, because fear comes from the devil. There's no fear in heaven. There's no fear in heaven. There's no fear in heaven. Only peace and love, joy, comfort, happiness beyond anything you can imagine. His peace that surpasses anything that you can ever even imagine. His love. You'll be able to feel his love. And all you will want to do in heaven is bow down before him and say, Father, what would you like me to do? I want to serve you for the rest of all eternity. His power, his love just pulls you down to your knees and just makes you worship him over and over again. That's what it's like in heaven. And you never want to lose that feeling. I hope you guys enjoy this video.